Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for die-hard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, and welcome to the new viewers and the returning die-hard subs to the channel. We do weekly interviews here and provide analysis on the latest Bengals breaking news. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know how to subscribe, there's a button below this video, and we also provide a link in the video description. So if you're looking for that, it should be there. So on Wednesday, Geno Atkins is in practice, right? And when I first went through thinking of this, I was like, okay, Wednesday, even though people are like, that's never happened before, I looked at it and said, well, maybe this is something where they're trying to rest Geno. They're not trying to put too much tread on the tires. I'm not going to look too far into it. Then Thursday comes, right? Thursday happens. Geno doesn't practice again. Now I think it's somewhat warranted to say, okay, now this potentially could be an issue. But you know what? I'll wait until Friday. I play fantasy football. I've seen other teams wait to have players practice on Thursday, Friday. And then Friday came, which is today, and he still hasn't practiced. So you guys already know how I am. I'm not a doctor. Hashtag I'm not a doctor on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at New Stripe City. But I think that this is bad news. And the reason that this is bad, and when I say bad, I don't mean Trey Wayne's out for the possible season bad. But I think that this is a bad look for game one. Now, he has been spotted doing some individual work. So I think based off of what we've seen in the past and trends that we've seen in the past, that means that he's trying to get ready for possibly week 2, week 3, right? But I think all indications right now are pointing to the fact that Geno Atkins will likely not suit up for the Chargers game. And, initially looking at it, this kind of makes sense because with the Bengals practices being closed to the public, they made several moves at the defensive tackle position. They went and signed Mike Daniels. That was the first. And we all thought that was in response to Josh Tupou and them being able to waive Ryan Glasgow, who failed a physical. We thought that was a response for that. And then they went out, and Hobson came out and said that they're very thin at the defensive tackle, but we all assumed that was accounting for Geno Atkins and DJ Reader. So they went and traded for Chris Covington. I've got a video on that. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But maybe this was all done because they don't know whether or not they'll have Geno Atkins for the first 2 weeks. Now, it seems that sometime that Geno sustained a shoulder injury. So that's what all indications are that it's a shoulder injury. And Zach seemed to say that he wouldn't rule out Geno, which he shouldn't. I mean, that's a competitive advantage to have a team like the Chargers prepping for Geno Atkins, who is, quite possibly the best member of this defense. You always have to game plan for Geno. He's always double teamed. And so with what we have and what we have on display, I wasn't quick to rush judgment because you never know with these injury things. But I think him not practicing on Friday at all, not even in a limited fashion or full fashion, indicates that he will not be there for the home opener. So what does this mean? Well, right after that comes out, it comes out that Pouncey, the starting center for the Los Angeles Chargers, is also out. So to me, in the grand scheme of things, I think that I would rather be down a defensive tackle and go from Geno to Mike Daniels, who, if I might remind you, Mike Daniels, top 100 football player 3 or 4 years ago. Let's just say 3 or 4. So he's got potential. He's not a slouch. It's not like he's trash. And then whoever the backup center is for the Chargers, I doubt that they compare to Pouncey. Now, I may have to do some research on that, but to me, the drop-off is tremendous. So that kind of evens it out for me. Obviously, Geno is the heart and soul of this defense. However, I think that the Bengals have done some things to put them in a better situation versus where they were at last season. And the reason I say that, and a big reason, if you were watching Thursday Night Football last night, DJ Reader, did it look like Houston missed him? It looked like it to me. And, I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to score on everybody, but their defense did not look the same at all. And DJ Reader is going to be there for Cincinnati. So he's going to be there. Mike Daniels is going to be there. We've got some other guys, Sam Hubbard, Carlos Dunlap. As long as those guys are good to go, I think that the Bengals can make it in week 1 with the victory. I really do truly think that they can. And that's not to downplay Geno or anything. But if we're being real, and you guys know that I'm a Geno guy, he wasn't the Geno Atkins of the past that we had seen in previous seasons. Now, I was hoping this season I'm ready for him to return to that role because he now has adequate talent around him with DJ Reader and some of those guys. And I'm not talking about defensive ends. I'm talking strictly about defensive tackles. Andrew Billings and some of those guys before were not shaping up to be the best supporting cast for him. So now the Bengals have a supporting cast, and now it's time for that cast to step up. So I still believe that Geno Atkins will be fine. I could see him out week 2 or out on the field at least week 2, week 3. And if that's the case, this is a prized possession. There's no sense in throwing him into this game where we already have a team like the Chargers that's already dealing with some injuries of their own. Now it's to Mike Pouncey. They've got Mike Williams, Derwin James. To me, the Bengals can still win this game without Geno Atkins. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you concerned? I personally am not concerned. If you're talking about my concern level on a scale of 1 to 10, right now I'm at a 3. And because I'd rather Geno not get injured or risk re-injury and just let him rest. You have guys in place. This is what you signed DJ Reader for. This is why you signed Mike Daniels. Obviously, he's going to be missed, but this allows you to let him lick his wounds and get back to close to 100%. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as usual, I'll leave you guys with a who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday. New Stripe City is proud to announce that our channel has partnered with Fanatics, an NFL licensed merchandiser for NFL.com and Bengals.com as well. Through Fanatics, you can buy men's and women's and kids' Bengals apparel and jerseys, and also help grow our channel through using the links in our video description. When you do that, it truly helps grow the channel, and we did this because it allows Bengals fans to not only enjoy our content, but also get top-tier authentic Bengals merchandise. So if you're looking to get a new Burrow or T. Higgins jersey or even a fresh hoodie or a hat, click on the link in our description, and when you do that, it helps support the channel. Now, when you order a rookie's jersey, and that by rookie I mean Joe Burrow or T. Higgins, it's a special event item, meaning that the NFL has to confirm rookie jersey numbers first before sending it out for production and shipment. And also with COVID-19, it also has slowed this process down as well. So one thing that you'll notice is that you may receive an initial delivery date of October, but that is due to those restrictions. I've been told by Fanatics' support team that once jersey numbers are confirmed and the supply is received, that the item will immediately ship out, meaning that you can expect to get your item sooner than October. However, if you have any questions about your order or when it's going to be shipped or any details, you can reach out to the Fanatics support team on Twitter at Fanatics Support. You can direct message them with your order number and they will give you an update on it. But your jersey is covered for up to 365 days. And this is something that applies to whether you buy it on NFL.com's NFL shop or the Bengals Pro Shop online. We all are under these restrictions. So bear with us. We appreciate it. And as usual, make sure that you're rocking with us on Who Day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.